All clear. Dispatch, enjoy your ride.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another wonderful and exciting episode of Theme Park Tempo. I'm here today at Seaworld Orlando for a bit of a controversial video, one that I've wanted to do since I came down this way to Florida, but really one that's implemented into the ideas of many fans nowadays, unfortunately, and that is talking about the new CEO of Disney, Bob Chapek, and how I believe he is nothing but a cancer to the company. So my grievance on Mr. Bob Chapek, who had to fill in huge shoes from both Bob Iger and Michael Eisner. His main deal is doing whatever makes the company a quick buck. Whatever makes most financial sense in the short term, not the long run. He really just cares about the profits in Disney and not the guests that have made it what it is today. And my first point on that is being that he shut down over 20 national Disney channels around other countries. So now there's 20 countries that used to get the Disney Channel, and because I guess it was too costly to the Disney company to provide it, they no longer do. Now the Electric Ocean Nighttime Spectacular has started here at SeaWorld about a month ago. Haven't had the chance to get to come in and actually see it. We'll be doing that this weekend, and they do have the 4th of July fireworks out as well. Looking over real quick at Icebreaker, I see some people walking the track, so that could be good news for a future to come. Just looks like a bunch of maintenance gentlemen down that way. I seen it testing a bunch, and I'm not sure why it hasn't opened yet. SeaWorld, come on, give us an opening date. We've been waiting far too long for Icebreaker here, this Premier Rides multi-launch coaster. Another point I would like to make about Mr. Bob Chapek, there have been more Disney store closures. You know, you go to the mall and you could be in a mall in Nebraska for all I care, and there's always a Disney store in all the malls. A great number, the majority of them have unfortunately closed down, and Disney goes, oh, don't worry, you can still get the same exact experience online, but it's just not the same. People who go to their regular everyday shopping malls want to go to the Disney store, and thanks to Mr. Bob Chapek, they no longer can. A huge thing and my huge grievance on Mr. Chapek is how he handled the pandemic when COVID hit and Disney parks went in an array. To many, Disney is a leader in the theme park industry. However, from the numbers we're seeing around other theme parks now, that is absolutely not going to be the case in a near-distant future. I am a lifetime Disney fanatic, and I have been having a better time going to Universal. And that's going to honestly, unfortunately, stay that way just because of the procedures, and as well as the experience that you get. I just feel the team members are nicer than Disney's cast members sometimes. And that's the unfortunate truth. But either way, the way the Disney company handled the reopening, it took all the other major theme parks in the area opened a month before Disney. Disney took an extra month because they so not righteously, they greedily laid off so many employees and didn't keep them on and had to hire them all back, and it took them all that time, and they did that just to save an extra buck. So yeah, they had to bring all these employees back. They opened a month later than everybody else, and then it was really just necessarily Bob's run down with the parks from there. I mean, he's the CEO of the whole company, yes, but he still does have a major role in the theme parks, and it ultimately falls on his responsibility. I don't care if there's CEOs and whatever of the parks. It all comes down to Mr. Chapek and how we weren't able to, we literally, all the other major theme parks, you could take your mask off. It took Disney an extra month to do that. And the big thing that Mr. Chapek has implemented and that he said is here to stay is a Disney park reservation system. And that's a huge thumbs down. I should be able to go to any theme park any day, anytime I want to. I shouldn't have to make a reservation. And people argue that, oh, well, I spend $5,000 on a vacation, and if we're not a rope drop family, well, guess what? You're at a theme park. Become a rope drop family. You have to. Get there when it first opens. That's the whole point of theme parking. And leave when they close. The theme park system is very, very outdated. It's annoying. It kills your brain. You can't have fun. inside the park. It's just god-awful, and I really hope that eventually they do re-implement the just good old-fashioned coming in whenever you want. I'm gonna hit up Mako now, about a 20-minute wait. Still not the worst in the world, gonna have on board. But yeah, the park system reservation, something we definitely do without. Ready to conquer this wonderful B&M Hyper, known as Mako here. I mean, I reviewed it before, but honestly, this is a great model of the B&M Hyper that implements all airtime. We got our wonderful employee Felix here waving. Great ride here. Another fantastic, here's Felix. Another fantastic back row ride here on Mako. Wonderful time. They really, like I said, perfected this layout with the B&M Hyper on this roller coaster. I mean, you get a lot of floater airtime on here. To compare the airtime of Velocicoaster will be hard. I mean, you do get a lot. I would say a lot more out of your seat, but Velocicoaster has a lot more intense airtime, if that makes any sense to you. Either way, wonderful time here. Another complaint about Mr. Bob Chapek is that the Disney company, for time and time again, has been a wonderful, timeless, traditional company. Meaning the employees not showing tattoos, you can't have different color hair. We, XYZ, no beards on the gentleman, only a mustache. Pretty much the way Walt wanted it. Since then, they have deterred, and because Disney has to appease to everybody now, unfortunately, a lot of those timeless traditions are taken away. I don't want to go to a Disney park and see an employee with tattoos, even though I myself am covered in tattoos. 3 of them being Disney. Even got my Mickey Mouse watch on. But like I said, Mr. Chapek is just taking all those wonderful treasures that we know and love, and he's just taking them away. It really is, he's not making Disney a traditional place to be anymore, and the values have completely flopped, unfortunately. In traditional fashion, exiting into a gift shop. Some signs of life here at SeaWorld Orlando. Elmo Rocks is now showing. Next show's at 3 o'clock, it's 1:30 now. But it is really cool that stage shows are back here. And just like I said, looking around, I would say, not like I said, and same thing with Universal, 95% of people not wearing masks in this post-pandemic. Yes, I said post-pandemic, because honestly, once the temperature checks went away, once everything else went away, once you're able to wear a mask, it is now post-pandemic. Able to not wear a mask, it is now post-pandemic. Yet again, Empire of the Penguin, the ride is not operational. This is honestly ridiculous because in this post-pandemic, there's no reason why we can't get this ride up and running. It's a wonderful Trappist Dark ride from what I've seen it online, but we can't get it open. I don't know why. According to that gentleman who was the greeter, he said they have a new VP of operations, and he was the gentleman partially responsible for Six Flags going under. So I'm not sure why SeaWorld brought him on. Obviously, he's doing not the greatest things here for the parks. I guess he learned from Bob Chapek. Gotta see how long the wait is for Journey to Atlantis. It's under a half hour, I'll give it a whirl. I do love this wonderful dark ride / log flume / coaster. Let's see where we're at here. So this guy looks like he's roping off the queue. We're at an 80-minute wait. If it's actually that long, I'm not waiting on it. Maybe because of the prominent storms in the area coming down. Yep, it is closing. Which is unfortunate, but hey, I mean, better safe than sorry. I mean, I've been on it a bunch of times, giving her a whirl before. Just not exactly sure why. They are shutting, but still, I'll be back. Realistically, going to a Disney park is about escaping from the outside world, and I really feel as Mr. Bob Chapek doesn't understand that. He doesn't get why so many of us know and love Disney throughout the years, and unfortunately why many Disney fanatics that I know are switching paths and hoping that somebody puts Disney in their place because they are way too comfortable at the top. Rome will always fall. I do love this aquarium right when you exit Journey to Atlantis. They have sharks swimming up above, they have stingrays down below, and a bunch of fish. And this literally glass tank that you get to walk on top of, which is really cool. You got jellyfish in there. We got big fish in here. Golden trevally. These fish fish all swimming in a circle. Nice little cool, a very air-conditioned location. Got some bigger jellyfish over here. Just heard an announcement that inclement weather was approaching SeaWorld. Manta only a 25-minute wait. Gonna see if I can scoot on real quick before the weather does overtake. However, this has one of the most beautiful queues in the whole theme park, because it's literally an aquarium with the queue. So I'm gonna give it a ride. Haven't been on Manta in quite some time here, to be honest. But I really do love this wonderful B&M flyer. If you stand on the bridge right here, when the coaster goes by, there's actually a water effect that comes out and splashes the bridge. It's really cool and nifty. I'm not trying to do that to get my camera wet, but it is nice. Really immersive queue. Look at that Manta slash stingray. Doesn't seem like more 25 minutes. We'll see when we get up there, though. It is gorgeous in here and very AC. So, Mr. Chapek, I doubt you're going to watch this video, but if you are, a lot of us Disney fans want our timeless classic Disney back. Stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Don't fix something that's not broken. I would love to shame whoever left their trash right here and they didn't go to throw it away. Do your part and keep your park clean. It's gonna be looking like I'm gonna get my ride on Manta. Weather hasn't started yet. We just need one more train to come in, literally, and then I'm good to go. No news articles. Yeah, definitely not on the flyer. Don't have those. You may lose them. There's a train that we're boarding, and honestly, my favorite B&M flyer probably is Manta. That or Tatsu. It's a hard choice, but I'm gonna give the edge to Manta here. Got the ride here on Mako, and honestly, it is my favorite flyer. I do love the inversions, the backwards pretzel loop, and just the really close interactions you get with all the topiary during the ride. Wonderful time on this classic B&M flyer. And that's going to be a wrap here today from SeaWorld Orlando. The skies look gloomy. Don't really want to get home. Don't want a chance being out in this rain here. We are supposed to be getting a hurricane Tuesday, so it doesn't look like this rain is going away anytime soon. Just wanted to give you my main grievance on Mr. Bob Chapek. And like I said, if you are listening, please do take our opinions into consideration. I mean, Disney is going to make money despite themselves, regardless of what policy they have there. And unfortunately, I think they know that. It is really up to other companies like SeaWorld and Universal to step up their game to make Disney really have to think outside the box. Like I said, they're going to make money regardless, but this is not something that Walt ever envisioned. And people argue, oh, what Walt wanted isn't necessarily what's good for today. No, wrong. Walt's vision has been timeless up until about 2018. And then you started tweaking the rules a little bit around. And I just say follow Mr. Walt, but Mr. Chapek doesn't want to. So, Mr. Chapek, your Disney side is non-existent in my book and many others as well. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe down below. And until then, we'll see you guys next time here from Theme Park Tempo.
I'll catch everybody next time. And until then, I'll meet you at the Midway.